Reading of the day, first reading from the book of Sirach, Sir 27:5-8, NV, GR 27:4-7. When a sieve is shaken, the refuse remains. So when a man argues, the defects are exposed. The potter's vessels are tested by the furnace, so a man's reasoning is a test. The fruit shows how a tree is cultivated, so a word reveals the thoughts of the heart. Do not praise anyone before he has spoken, for this is the test of men. Second reading from the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, 1 Cor 15:54-58. Brothers and sisters, when this corruptible body has put on incorruption, and this mortal body has put on immortality, then the word that is written will come true. Death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is your victory? O death, where is your sting? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. Thanks be to God, who gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. Therefore, my beloved brothers, stand firm, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Gospel of the day from the Gospel according to Luke LK 6:39-45. At that time, Jesus told his disciples a parable. Can a blind man lead a blind man? Will they not both fall into a ditch? A disciple is not above his teacher, but everyone who is fully trained will be like his teacher. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the plank that is in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, "Brother, let me take out the speck that is in your eye," when you yourself do not see the plank that is in your own eye? You hypocrite! First take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. There is no good tree that produces bad fruit, nor is there a bad tree that produces good fruit. For every tree is known by its fruit. People do not pick figs from thorns, nor do they pick grapes from brambles. A good man brings forth good things from the good treasure of his heart. An evil man brings forth evil things from the evil treasure of his heart. For his mouth speaks out of the abundance of his heart. Words of the Holy Father. Today's Gospel passage presents short parables, with which Jesus wants to show his disciples the path to follow in order to live wisely. With the question, can a blind man lead a blind man? Luke 6 verse 39. He wants to underline that a guide cannot be blind, but must see well, that is, must possess the wisdom to lead wisely. Otherwise he risks causing harm to the people who trust him. Jesus thus calls the attention of those who have educational or leadership responsibilities. Pastors of souls, public authorities, legislators, teachers, parents, urging them to be aware of their delicate role and to always discern the right path on which to lead people. In today's passage, we find another significant phrase, one that urges us not to be presumptuous, hypocritical. It says, "Why do you look at the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye?" V. 41. Many times we all know it is easier or more comfortable to see and condemn the defects and sins of others without being able to see our own with the same clarity. We always hide our defects. We even hide them from ourselves. Instead, it is easy to see the defects of others. We all have defects. All of us. And we must be aware of them, and, before condemning others, we must look inside ourselves. In this way we can act credibly, with humility, bearing witness to charity. Today, Saint Agnes of Bohemia is celebrated, a princess of royal lineage who gave up the privileges of her position to dedicate herself entirely to God. The daughter of the King of Bohemia, she rejected prestigious marriages from an early age to follow a calling of faith and charity. She devoted her life to prayer and serving the poor, founding a hospital and a Franciscan monastery in Prague to care for those in need. With the support of Saint Clare of Assisi, she embraced the rule of the Poor Clares, living in humility and penance. She spent her final years immersed in spirituality and helping others until her passing in 1282. Her example of generosity and detachment from worldly goods continues to inspire those seeking a life dedicated to doing good. People turn to her for strength in sacrifice and Christian charity.
The Gospel and the Saint of the Day. If you wish to continue exploring spirituality and Christian history, Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the upcoming videos. May the peace and blessing of the Lord be with you always.